Hello, lovely sim racers. I am Constantinos, and this is Lovely Sim Racing. Hope everything works. I'm so excited. I literally just launched ACC. I haven't touched it yet. I am so excited about what we're building for the next release. Actually, it might not come out to the next release next Wednesday, because it actually is next Wednesday. So the release of 2.6 will be next Wednesday, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. But I'm so excited about what's coming. That was too loud, I think. I literally just signed up for the next races. I completely forgot about it. Anyway, so I've been like super busy. That's the only thing I can say. Super busy. I'm just excited to go to sleep and have a good night's sleep. I keep on thinking like push and deliver this thing. So I'm really excited about next Wednesday. When the Low Dashboard 2.6 will be coming out for the public, but I'm also very excited about everything else that's coming after that. So I guess I can say, I've been giving a few hints here and there on my Discord. So once I launch the Lovely Dashboard 2.6, there will be maybe a hiatus 1 or 2 weeks, because I'll be probably going to be solving bugs that are going to be arising with users. That'll be a bit more, in mass. People using it, so there are probably going to be some bugs. I'm probably going to fix them. But the next thing I'll be releasing, obviously for Pro and Gold members, this is exclusive anyway, so it's the pitwall. I've been working in behind the scenes, behind the Lovely Dashboard. I've been also working on the pitwall, and I've prepared a version where we'll be testing maybe a week after the launch of the version 2.6 Lovely Dashboard, a version of the pitwall that has one page which is full grid and the second page which is class only. And the idea is that I will also create one more third page which is multi-class. So if you're like, you just hit like you're basically just going to put one button on your keyboard or something and switch between the 3 pages. That's going to be how it is now. And it will show you the entire grid and your position in it, and then only your class and your position in it. And the third page will be, I haven't done this yet. This is the idea. We'll have all classes, maybe top 3 or top 5 or whatever. We'll see. And your position in it. Well, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to happen, but multi-class is coming as well. Hello, Gamer Guy. Hello, Travis Daniel. I am Tone Y. How you doing? Yeah, I haven't turned on the cameras yet. Hold on a second. Let me enable all the cameras. Now you can hit the triggers and change cameras. Today also marks a very big and important day. Today is my first stream using fiber to the home. So now I got optical cable coming into the house. It's the first day. And what this means is I actually have low latency on. So I want to see how that's going to work. So Tony, okay, I'll call you Tony. I am Tone Y. I actually like I am Tone Y. Tone Y. Tony, I get it. All right, so I hope latency it's way better. Yeah, Gamer Guy, come on, your girlfriend wants to call you. Of course, we need to sit and watch me. I'm actually super late about everything. I haven't opened up anything. I'm curious about the latency. So now it's low latency, which means that when you guys chat and I ask something, we'll have like, I did some tests yesterday. It was roughly around 6 to 9 seconds latency, whereas the previous one was 20 to 30 seconds. I really want to see how that works out, if it's any better. But yeah, so let me turn on heart rate monitor. Good. Theater mode, even better. Good. So that less than 10. Okay, that's great. That's actually great. I have really good upload. My download up here isn't all that good in my rig, because my rig is very far away from the router. Far away. And I'm using power lines, but still it's not enough. But the download is, it's adequate. I don't really care. It's the upload that's actually pretty good at this point. So I'm currently uploading at 24 megabits. So I can have 1440p 60 with low latency. So hopefully there's no stuttering, there's nothing. Everything will be fine. Hyrix, there you go. It's gonna be awesome, man. It is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited about this. All right, let's go to multiplayer. So tonight I'm just gonna be doing some races in Barcelona. I've done some practice yesterday. When I say practice, I went out for like, I don't know, maybe like 10-15 minutes. I got some screenshots, but I also did a few rounds. I can't say I'm feeling confident as much as I was on Brands Hatch for Barcelona. But you know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna have fun. Hopefully not crash and not die. Alright, server says it's open. I am in split 3. I'm so curious. This is going to be my first ever stream using fiber. There you go. And everything has changed. Everything has changed. Changing the router and everything. I had to go change IPs everywhere, so hopefully nothing is broken. Honestly, hopefully nothing is broken. Alright, let's put some fuel in there. I've made some changes to the dashboard as well. I don't remember what. There are a whole bunch of requests that I've answered and I tried to fix. So right now, what I'm doing right now until next Wednesday, I'm rewriting a lot of documentation on GitHub, so it makes more sense to everyone. And I'm trying to wrap up any bugs that exist in the current implementation of the Lovely dashboard. There are a few here and there, so I'm trying to fix those. I'm not working on anything besides the Lovely dashboard at this point. I did the stuff for the lovely pit wall, as I said, last week, and during the weekend, just a bit. But my entire focus right now is the Lovely dashboard. I actually hit the camera as I was stepping in. Let's see if this is in the right place. It is in the right place. I had problems. This is working, but the reset wasn't. Oh, it is working now. Okay. What am I gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, let's head out. I really hope the streaming will be awesome. I can literally see we're like 13 minutes in, there are 0 drop frames in the stream. Which there's always have been drop frames. Right now it's 0. That's good, that's good. Finally, good. And great quality now, right? Because it's 24 megabits upload. It was at 12, I think, before. So it was kind of hard on the line. Now it should be okay. Good. Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. So I have the APM, the Advanced Podium module, and I'm using the 2 top buttons for the left and right modules, Action A and Action B. I find it super useful to have those buttons there. But I mean, you can use anything you want. I wouldn't use something on a keyboard with the Stream Deck. These buttons for the, in general, like for the dashboard and the car, they should be something close to your fingertips. So, yeah, having them on a steering wheel is even, it's a bonus. Well, thank you. Thank you. Let's see if my driving will be as equally good. Tony, you play F1. All right. So coming next Wednesday, I don't know if you remember or not, I don't recall. Coming next week, the new version of the dashboard will have also support for tire compounds. So temperatures will be based on the tire compound. Optimum working range for C1 to C5, it's not the same. I've worked that in. Wasn't going to put it in this version because there was a lot of work to be done, but I said, what the hell. I didn't have anything better to do one evening, so I just did that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and actually I hope it works. If you remember, Tony, you could try it out right now as well. My best lap I did yesterday was a 146 flat here. So I don't think I'll do anything. Actually, I will get better. I'll get into 145s. I'm pretty sure I will after one race at least. I should go on second here, not first. Okay. And then, so the schedule for this week, it's racing today. Tomorrow I'm going to do some development work. Tomorrow I might even show you what we're working on. The tool that I'm saying that's like super awesome. If it's a good enough state, I'll show it to you guys. Maybe we'll work on that. And then on Wednesday I have the Warrior series. Racing in Indianapolis, which is I'm scared of that track, honestly. Ah, that's nice, man. Oh, so you're a member then. Okay. So if you are a member, you are using the latest version of the dashboard. Let me know what you think about the F1 tire compounds. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate the support. Oh no, missed the turn. This is the stream where we're not here for the driving. I've already started making a list for the roadmap for version 2.7. No joke, no lie. Stuff that I want like big features, right? Not just like small things here and there. Big features that I want to get delivered with 2.7. Okay, it's a better lap now. I did make a mistake though. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, man. P7? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I won't hold up. Don't think I'll make the top 10. At least not in this first race. As I said, I'm not really confident here, so... I overshot that again. I'm trying to see the limits of my braking, and I'm finding the limits, I think. Ah, that was a good lap. Screwed it up. Bonkers. Fine. Look at this time. Ah, man, if it wasn't for that small thing. I can see I did fastest sector 1. That's good. Alright, maybe I can do something better in this lap. All right. Yeah, that wasn't a good time. Could have been a better time. It was 1:45.7, but invalid. So. I read somewhere that they're moving the Grand Prix from 2026 to Madrid. No more Barcelona, or are they gonna have two? Anyone hear that? Is it they're replacing Barcelona with Madrid, or is it both in Spain? I hope they don't lose Barcelona. This is a track. Madrid's gonna be a city track. I don't want more cities. They're cool, but... Oh, they're not moving it. Okay, so we will have Barcelona. I think that's a relief. So Spain's gonna have two? Now I'm jealous. In Greece, we have years and speculations that the government wants to get Formula One here, and there was a point where actually was really getting close, where Ecclestone visited Greece and had meetings and everything, and nothing actually happened. Okay, this is going to be a better lap for me. P7. And eventually nothing happened. And now there's another promising prospect for a track in Athens, which will also be a semi. It'll be something like, remember Valencia? Was it Valencia? I think it was, in Formula One, where it's half track, half city. Like, so it was one purpose-made part of the track. So they want to do something like that now. But we still don't have a single track here. Never have. I wish we did. No. So I have 1.5 laps and 1.5 minutes. Okay, so I will be able to do one more lap. Tires are a bit scorched, so I'll have to work them really nice. That was not a smart thing to do. Okay. Let's see if I can do one more. My tires are kind of used, done 6 laps on them, so... Come on. 4/10 up. Oh, messed it up. Damn it. To be fair, tires weren't holding up that well. Yeah, completely gone. All right. That's it. I need to... 2.54 is the fuel. So let me see how much fuel we'll need. Do the setup just a bit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuel. So we're at 2.54, was it? Yes. Average lap time I did a 145, so let's just put 144, I'm assuming. 38 liters. It's always around the same place, isn't it? 38, so 3, I'll just put 42. And for tires, 26.9, so I'll go down by 3. I want to have them at 26.6. 1, 2, yeah, I did 1, 2. Three, and I want to go down by, oh come on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 9, so 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuel is there. Tires are okay now, according to the average lap time, which is why I kind of like this tool here. Basically the average lap time, so you can basically see over the last 2 laps what your average tire pressures, temperatures, and brake temperatures were. So 26.9 is not where I left it. It literally is when I stopped an average of the 2 previous laps, an average. So 26.9 over the course of 2 laps gives me a better impression of what the tire looks like in general. It's not because I spun at one last moment. It's 26.9. So if I say 26.9 and I want it at 26.6, all I need to do is just decrease the tire by 0.3. It takes it down. The average will go down by 0.3. It works really well. So hopefully it'll work in this example as well here. But it should. It should work. Usually that's how it works, unless you drive a bit differently during a race. But yeah, I'm keeping the same. The setup that I'm using are the Go setups, and I'm always using quali setups because it's just a 25-minute race, and it's not the best on the tires. So tire setup is not always the same. You wouldn't use this on a race basically, because the tires would go away really fast. Everything is working good. How's the stream? Feeling good? Is it feeling good? Alright, let's go. Get out of here. Actually, I need to turn off the music. Alright, let's do this. So for the race, I usually just have my tires and I want to see the opponents. I find this very, very useful. Alright, let's have a good race. Starting P11, I knew I wouldn't be on the top 10. I knew I wouldn't be there. The fact that I am at P11 is actually very surprising. Yesterday I jumped on the practice server, LFM, and I was like P30, but of course there were a lot of people in there and there were like 143s as well. So yeah, this is more of, it's closer to my abilities and my skill. Still P11, I'm surprised, I didn't expect that. All right, we're going. The Merc behind me just tagged me. Not the best of starts, to be honest. Tires are still cold. Hopefully no one takes me out. Oh, these guys gonna touch. They did touch. Hoo-hoo-hoo. That was brave of him. Rejoin right in front of me like that. No, no, no. Not much I could do there. Everyone was just braking too early. Where's he going? Okay, he's gone. Did he get hit? Definitely wasn't mine. I did not hit him that hard. Maybe he was hit before. Let me know how the stream is behaving. Is it good? Is it not good? Nice. So happy for that. Been waiting for this for a few months. That was dangerous of that guy. I had to avoid him. Forgot to turn on. I'm a crew chief.
Radio check. Radio check.
I need to overtake this McLaren. I can do it. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, man. Ooh, that McLaren is squirming. A lot. Hopefully I can push him, makes a mistake or something. Yeah, he is. Oh shit. Oh man, that curb. That actually hurt a lot. Wow. Oh damn, that curb. How'd I hit that like it? Completely threw me off. Not playing fair, dude. Okay, that was a good one, though. I intentionally left the lap review alert on every lap, even during the race. I'm going to turn it off the next one. because there was a bug report that said it didn't work. I've tried it off, I've tried it on for quality, as I always do. And now I have it on for the entire race, and it's working fine. So I'm just gonna assume it was the user's data not coming in correctly. I did see his replay, and there was something really odd going on there. Didn't report laps, current lap, and completed laps at all. So it must have been something with his sim hub or the game. Oh shit. Screwed that one up. I think I cooked my tires just a bit too much. He's on my tail.
Got out of track limits. Keep between the lines.
One track warning. That's not bad. Currently P8. Damn it. Overshot it again. No!
Three wide, you're in the middle. Clear right. One left, clear all round.
Too much damage.
Bodywork's in pretty bad shape. Might need to pick
Too much damage.
Right side. Clear right.
Ah. Dead. Too much damage. Game over. Thank you very much.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, that's sad. That is sad.
the next car is as well.
Yeah, what I do, just keep on going, and car's not. I'll drop dead last anyway. I don't see any point.
What's your speed?
Not changing tires. No, don't change tires. Just do the body. 47 seconds. Still too much. Game over. Game over. The red line shows where I'll come out once I'm done with this. You can see I'm all the way behind the field entirely. There is actually no point. Again, not my fault.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Come on, man. Keep pushing.
Nothing to push for. Kinda sucks, doesn't it?
Halfway home. Fuel looks good.
Matt, I assumed it wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense if it did, to be honest. The replay doesn't keep all the telemetry, it just keeps the replay what you see, so... yeah, I didn't think it would. All right, guys. We're P20. We're all the way in the end. Just got hit.
There's traffic behind.
There's actually nothing we can do.
White line, blue flag.
We were taken out right about here. Two cars squirming, hit each other. I lost it and he smashed into me. But my damage was far too much to continue racing. I would have dropped anyway to the end, so now at least I have some hope of climbing with other people's misfortunes. But of course, it's still... yeah, I doubt there's anything to fight for at this point. Maybe, Matt. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe it just... I don't think... in SimHub... Oh, you mean a replay in the game? Yeah, I don't know. When I play on ACC, when I put on a replay, the dashboard does... No, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't. So I don't know if it's how it is on iRacing. Wait a minute, that's a good question. On iRacing, if you run a replay, the game, does the dashboard show anything? If it shows, then you have this, the telemetry's there, but I doubt it will show anything. It doesn't on ACC, it doesn't. So I'm assuming it's the same in iRacing as well.
21st. All right, Costas. We're reeling the barrier. The gap is now 18 seconds.
So then, if SimHub relays telemetry, then there is telemetry to be recorded.
Left side. Clear left.
The guys behind me is a fight for P1. How did I get in this? I mean, honestly,
Blue flag.
you guys just get over with it. I mean, come on. Go, you're P1, P2. I'm not gonna fight with you guys. Seriously?
Blue flag.
Left side. Clear left.
And that's P3. P4 is a bit further behind, so... Five and a half minutes left. I am P21. I was taken out around lap 8, I think, 8-ish. Nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing I can do. It was a great race. I was going from P11, I went to P8, and close to P7, chasing P7. And actually, not just P7. Like, if the guys that crashed ahead of me, if I would have gone past unscathed, I would have been, there was 3 cars, I think, or no, 2 cars.
Hey, Costas.
So I would have been P6 after that. But unfortunately, they touched, one spun, and took me out as well. Yeah. But it's funny, you can see 1, 2, and 3. I'm on their pace, and I didn't change tires, right? Remember? So I'm on my used tires as well. So it's my pace isn't bad. My luck is. My pace isn't. My predicted lap is the fastest lap of the race? Seriously? No, it's not. Okay, it was just based on, yeah, something else, I guess. I guess it's the complaints I've been getting for the predicted lap. We'll see how to fix that. No, it's correct now. Yeah, it's correct. Before there was a problem with them before. But I think, Matt, you're right with that. To be honest, if it's not your replay, if it's not your car... well, actually, that's kind of a stupid idea. Like, if someone sent you their replay, that replay will have their data. You wouldn't get data from another person driving. If you recorded the replay in iRacing of another person driving, then yes, you may not have their data. It might make sense like that. But if your friend recorded the data while he was driving, then that data should be there. And especially if iRacing shows data on the dashboard in SimHub, whereas ACC does not. If I run a replay in ACC, it's just the graphics, basically, the video. It doesn't have any telemetry in there. SimHub records the telemetry if needed. Ooh, I got P20. What happened to that guy? That was P20. Who knows what happened to him? This is P3 ahead of me. I'm just keeping up with him. And, you know, driving and chatting and not even paying attention too much. So that just says that I have good pace in this, in my split, obviously, right? I'm not going to go with the, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to presume that Max Verstappen is a bit faster than I am. No evidence against it or for it, so I'm just going to presume that he will be faster. But in this split, I'm good. I've never been good with, you know, one-shot qualifying and getting that one lap in. I've never done that. I have gotten poles, and I did get one last week, but it was more surprised than anyone else. All right, last lap. The guys ahead are fighting for P1. That's going to be interesting. If you're on my Discord, if you're not, then you should. You will find a few notes by Daniel Newman. He's the community manager of the lovely Discord, and he has started up his own Discord. He's been building, designing, and creating LED profiles, which are honestly, like I had an LED profile, but it was crap, you know. It was very basic. But I think what I've done with the lovely dashboard for dashboards, I think Daniel's doing for LED profiles. And one might think LED profiles, they're not important. Actually, they're pretty. You've been looking at this one over here for so long. Like I find it so intuitively awesome, this LED profile. Yeah, I would encourage everyone to join his Discord as well. Download the profiles. I think Daniel's doing an amazing job. He's pretty much listening to everyone. He's trying. I mean, basically on his own as well, trying to get as many versions of the LED profile out, and a lot of formats as well. And yeah, good on him. I mean, I'm actually really happy for him. He's doing that. A service to the community. So yeah, head on. You can find links in my Discord as well. He's been posting all over the place. But also look up Daniel Newman Racing. Finished P20. I want to go see that accident because it really was a bust for me. Kind of destroyed my race. So first thing I want to do is go to the replay, save the replay, turn on the music, quit the replay, quit this. Yes, yes, yes. Quit, confirm. Let's go see the replay. Let's switch to gameplay mode. I think it was around lap 8 or something. I think. Oh, well, yes. I mean, Tony, if you're using SimHub and you have a DDU, then these LED profiles all around, the LED profiles, these LEDs on the dashboard, any dashboard, they need to be, they're programmed. They're not just by default. There are some default profiles, as are some default dashboards, but you understand the differences. So I would encourage you, actually, do something else. Go to YouTube, search for Daniel Newman Racing. You will find his channel. You can subscribe there as well, but he has released a few videos about his LED profiles and how complicated they are. They actually are built around the lovely dashboard. So if you are using the lovely dashboard, then these profiles will fit in perfectly. They have the true dark modes, they have the night modes. Like if I turn on the lights, they will dim as well. So they're a perfect fit for the lovely dashboard as well. So look him up. It's the easiest way to do it. Just go to YouTube, look up Daniel Newman Racing. You'll find his channel. You'll see the videos. You'll understand what they're about and why they're so complicated and why they're pretty awesome. And then you can go on and link to his Discord and all the other channels that he has. But on to my replay now. Where was it? Wasn't here, was it? Was it the next lap? Was it the next lap? I guess it was the next lap. I need to find the lap where this thing happened. This one. So these guys are battling. I'm 8 and they're in 6 and 7. He crossed them, passed, loses it, touches, and guess what happens? I get hit all over the place. Lovely. I hate when this thing happens. Like I was on a roll and these guys were fighting it. I would have been P6 if these guys just. I mean, the red Ferrari actually made a mistake. He's losing it here. He went in too deep. He couldn't do anything. He tapped on him. I'm trying to avoid them both, and honestly, I didn't see him coming. Check this out. I honestly didn't see him coming because, like, from my perspective here. So I'm looking at my line. I can see these guys are doing something. I see them touch, but at this point, I'm blinded. I'm going straight, and suddenly this guy's just... And then that happens as well, so... Turning in... Yeah, I don't know if there's much I could have done. Because I'm looking at the turn. I'm looking ahead. And suddenly I'm seeing this guy just... And then I get hit on the left as well. Oh, dear. Real time. Yeah. Literally came out of nowhere. That hurt. Would have been a good race. I would have been P6 at least after that. P5, P7 at least because the other guy got away. But I had a good run. I would have had a good exit. It would have been... I could have been something. I could have been a contender. They all got lucky. Just the red guy, which was his... It was his fault. So it's okay that he didn't get lucky. But... why am I not ever getting lucky? Let's do the ASMR again. Anyway. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. First off, I want to go and remove... I do not want to see the lap review every lap. I don't want to, and you don't want to, and you don't need to. So what I do is I go to the settings file, which is right here, and I go to, where is it? Lap review. It's set to 2 for always on. I want to make it 1. I'm going to hit save. Yeah, I don't want anything else to change. True dark mode. Let's just put red because I really love the red version. Native. I don't want native. And now you'll see, I mean, I'm just letting you know, like I made the changes, I hit the file, but if I switch it, it's going to be blue. And if I don't update, if I don't restart the dash, it'll always be the same thing. So if you missed the video that I created, and you shouldn't have, I mean, it gives a really good overview of what's coming and how everything works. But the idea is if you did that, yeah, you basically come to your devices, find your device, you turn it on, you turn it off and on again. So basically it reloads, and now it has the brand new settings file. If in doubt, honestly, if in doubt, if for whatever reason it's not working as you want to, the second thing you want to do is just turn it on and off. So you switch it on. There's my dashboard, SimDash has a switch right up here, and you turn it back on again. And if it still doesn't work, then all you need to do is completely turn off, switch off SimHub, and restart it. That's what happened on my live demo. I did all the changes, everything was fine, everything should have been working, but for some reason they weren't. And after I turned off SimHub, I closed it completely, turned it back on, it started working. Alright. Let's just hear some music and wait for the next race, I guess. Shit down. You can't say shit down. I can. You can't. I'm so happy. Latency should be really good though. Like if I ask you a question here, what is your favorite car to drive in ACC or whatever game you are, how fast will you reply? Like that's the latency. Like write it down. Matt, when do you start practicing Bathurst? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? See, this is awesome. Latency is low. Latency is low. Finally. Finally, I can ask something, get a reply within like 5 or 6 seconds, not wait 30 seconds for a reply. McLaren, is that an ACC, Tony? Or F1? You said you play F1. And what do you think about the new livery? Matt, I really want to do the 12-hour Bathurst. I really want to. What date is it? When is it? When is it? McLaren. Okay, so I remember I did Tony, I did a 3-hour endurance. Well, it's not an endurance race. A 3-hour long race with a McLaren. Such a beautiful car. Easy to drive. 24th of February. Honestly, the 24th. So it's essentially in 1 month from now, and it's on a Saturday. Unless I can convince my wife and daughter to do something else, probably will be a family thing. Usually are. So you know, as much as I want to do an endurance race, there's just literally, I mean, Tony, They always do that. They always show the livery. They're not the first team that shows off the livery. What I think is, remember how last year every team, when they did the car launch, every team basically just showed a new livery. No one showed their cars and cards. I think McLaren is just going all in and saying this is our livery, and they will show their car. Whereas Mercedes, I think Mercedes and who else is on the 14th of February, will just show the livery. Ferrari will just show the livery. And guess what? Pretty sure it's going to be a red car. Matt, I mean, I've been wanting to do. I did that endurance. It's not endurance. It's a 3-hour race. I did it with Martin Hoyer, and I so much enjoyed myself. And I learned Paul Ricard so much. Like I'm so faster on Paul Ricard than any other ACC track because of that race. And I so much want to do more. I really got jealous of the Daytona 24. I don't know if you guys saw my posts on Instagram and everywhere. Tony Kanaan has been rocking the Lovely dashboard for quite some time, but he used it throughout the Daytona as far as he was driving his stints. I don't remember if Matt Malone was using it or Kurkazide. I don't think they were. I know definitely Dan Suzuki wasn't running my dashboard, but Tony Kanaan was. Yeah, that's kind of I feel honored for that. And it's pretty cool to see your dashboard being used by real race car drivers, and double IndyCar champions and Daytona 24-hour winners, real life Daytona 24 hours. So yeah, that made me feel really good. But I got so jealous of the Daytona. I was watching everyone getting prepared, and of course I also was heartbroken for those that didn't make it past lap 1, or at least had so much damage. It was kind of like, this is a 24-hour race, anything can happen, but why did anything have to happen on lap 1? Especially like if I were to do the 24-hour race, I'd be practicing at least 2-3 weeks with my teammates and the track, and trying to get accustomed to it with different conditions, night and day, doing all those rounds. I wouldn't do the setups. I wouldn't do all the technical aspects. I let the team do that because I'm not good at that, but I would try and get better for myself to help the team. So having all that, doing all that preparation, and then having it taken away on lap 1, and yeah, it is a long race and things can change and you might even win, but your mentality, the moment that happens, the accident, and it's not your fault, it's like shit, like all that went to waste. And then you need to work on yourself more than you need to do on your driving, to get in a place where you can trust the car, where you can trust your own abilities and do it. And I'm saying this, I've never done an endurance race, but I'm saying this because life is like that as well. Anything you do is the same thing. So it's how you get up and start running, which is the hardest bit. Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for that. I actually felt pain seeing that. But anyway, I mean, yeah. We're doing it for fun, right? I mean, I don't really care. I mean, Matt, I wouldn't quit after lap 1, not in such a long race. What I'm saying is you need to be able to pick up your pieces and have that mental mindset. You need good teammates. You need to put yourself in that place before you get in that place, basically. Like practicing is about that as well. As much as it is about driving, it's also about enduring these things, which is why I love endurance. And I haven't done anything because I don't have time to do that. 103. Oh, check this out. The race ID is 103. 103. Come on, man. 103. 103. That is awesome. Split 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too many people do. Also, there are a lot of people out there that are very hot-headed about, if it's a game, like what I'm doing now, it's a game. if I were in the top split in Daytona 24, which I will never be, but if I ever were there, it's because I'd probably be a professional driver. And yes, that would actually hurt because you have a reputation, you probably have some sponsors behind you. That might hurt, and that might be, you know, mentality you want to get over. It's a different thing. But at the end of the day, like what I do and what most of you in chat in the Discord do, this is fun. I mean, this is a privilege, man. I mean, think about it. Like, we're playing video games, you know? And I one up you, all of you, one up. I get to do stuff that I actually love beyond racing, which is designing and building the Lovely dashboard. So yeah, you have nothing on me. You have nothing on me. I will always win. I love doing this shit, so. I'm the only person in my friend group that we're on vacation, and I'm the only one saying, God, I wish this vacation is over. I want to go back and do some stuff. That's no joke. All right, let's see. One more race. The first race was a catastrophe. A complete catastrophe. I'm really happy for the stream. It looks as if it's going good. Super healthy. I've had 203 drop frames in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I don't care if I jinx it. It's not supposed to. It's optical. Nothing's supposed to happen to it. Don't give a damn. If it doesn't work, I'll go find the people that are responsible.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line. All right, Costas. We've got 11 minutes to do the business. Let's get some heat to these brakes.
Also, that curb I hit, man, that was painful. Anyone know anyone at SimMagic? Anyone know anyone in SimMagic? The first time I ever done this, I've shot out an email to SimMagic, and I'm like, I really want a GT Neo and some haptic motors. I can't find them anywhere. Can you get them for me? Would love it if they become sponsors, to be honest. I would want that steering wheel a lot. The new GT Neo. It's exactly what I want. No screens. Don't want a screen on my wheel. 30 mil. Exactly what I want. GT style. LEDs, carbon fiber. I think that's one of the. I always wanted the MPX by Grid for such a long time, ever since they came out with it. But I completely switched. I mean, I think the SimMagic GT Neo is one of the best designed wheels, and from reviews that are coming out, it's a great wheel altogether. Great quality. It's not plastic. It's not cheap. It's actually very, very cheap to buy, but it's not cheap quality. So. Hey Robin, how you doing? I was just talking about you. Yeah, someone said you're gonna send over the SimuCube and the P1, the Hyper P1. You don't want it anymore. You want to go back to Logitech. Someone told me that, so I'm like, yeah. No, I want to move over to SimMagic, so I won't take them, Robin. You can keep them. Did you rip any fingers off with that SimuCube? They're all intact. Great. Okay. I'll wait for it. I'll sleep outside. I won't go in the house. I'll just wait for it to arrive. How's Barcelona been for you? I know you raced yesterday, I think, in Barcelona. Was it good? Was it as good for you as it was for me? I got seriously damaged in my first race, which was going good, but until it wasn't.
Sector 1 time was good. Left rear tyre looks a little hot.
Damn it, overshot that again. Man.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Oh, congrats on the good races.
Sector 1.
Shit on the bad races. Robin, tell me one thing. How much better is the SimuCube? I don't care about the steering wheel. I mean, the steering wheel's okay. It's the Hyper P1. It's great, but you had the DD1 and had issues, and then went to the Logitech because that was your backup wheel, and now you're on the SimuCube 2 Pro, I think. Which one is it? How much of a difference do you see with the DD1? I'm not going to ask how much of a difference with the Logitech. You know, I won't do that. But how much of a difference? Like, would you say that it actually helps you drive better, or is it just more feeling, more sensations, but it won't actually make you any faster? I'm just curious.
Sector 1 is quick. Okay, Costas, you've got half your fuel left. Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Shit, tires are a bit scorching on the left. Oh, everywhere. Wow, is it that much hotter?
Sector 3 is 047, the pace.
Okay, so there are differences. Like, actual differences. You know, it's not like differences where you would, you think you feel a difference, but it's just you feeling things because you paid a lot of money for something. That's actually good to know. I mean, yeah, I've only had, well, I've had the Thrustmaster before the DD1, So I haven't had a lot of bases go through my hands and have experience with that. So I'm just curious on someone that I think is kind of fairly like me, what your experience is with a SimuCube. I like the last bit, more feels. SimuCube 2 Pro is very strong. The one I have here is 20 Newton meters. I think that one's 25, if I'm not mistaken. If you're not careful, Tony, it can rip your fingers off. Or at least break your thumb. It can do that. I was playing BeamNG on this. I forgot to take the torque down. It was high torque mode and the game was at 100%. And I run this at like 95, the base. So I hit a rock, steering wheel turned the other way, and it actually flipped my thumb the other way around. There's nothing I can do about it. It got caught up in the steering wheel. So it is dangerous. It mixes the realm of toys and dangerous killer objects, I guess. Well, I have the podium. It's the DD1 as well, so we're on the same piece of machinery. Yeah, it's 25. It's basically the same torque with the DD2 from Fanatec, but from what I understand, the fidelity of the SimuCube it's on another level compared to the Fanatec.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Blue flag. Very little fuel left. Okay, Costas, you need to watch these track limits.
I let him pass, Jim. Let me concentrate. I don't know, maybe I can get a better lap here. I've just barely got enough time. I'm P10, which is weird. Tony, you always need more Newton meters.
Green flag in sector 2. 2 liters remaining. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Incident's clear, green flag. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Could be a good lap. Oh!
Green flag in sector 1. Okay, Costas.
C'est la
You
vie.
picked up some minor aero damage. Yellow flag.
C'est la vie. Robin, I haven't practiced at all, so what I will do is, what I did the other time, it makes sense for me to do that. Basically, the race starts at 11:15 p.m. my time, and I stream at 9:15, so I have a full 2 hours of practice, and that's what I will do. Wow, look at the tires. I need to go down 4 on each.
That's the end of the session. P11. Minutes. P11.
Stop doing that, ACC. Stop doing that. Alright, now everything's
Had a
26.6.
bit of bodywork damage there. The track temp is
Let's
41.
do
The
42
air temp
fuel.
is
Was
31
good last
Celsius.
time around. See, I'm having issues with my reset. Like, the dark mode is working, but the hotkey for the reset, it's just weird. I don't know what's going on. And it has nothing to do with the dashboard. It's literally how SimHub is capturing the button. I have no idea. I'm thinking... Okay, so that's not a very good way. Robin said, no way on earth will you... You don't need 20, you don't need 25. That's true. Tony, it's exactly the reason. Like mine is... I can give you proof. I'm running my wheel, the base. I'm running, I don't know if you can see it, it's 95. So the base is at 95. And you're like, oh shit, that's a lot. Well, actually, the game is at 30%. So I was watching Ari's, the guy from ACC, his video on like how to do setup and how to get better. There's no way you'll get a real force feedback, but just talking about like how you can get good force feedback. And he said that the wheelbase has to deliver 100%. So the wheelbase should be near 100. Like he basically said, just put it 100%. I have it 95 because I want to go up and down just in case something is different or wrong. And he said the wheelbase has to deliver everything that it receives from the game. It's the game's responsibility to increase or decrease the gain, essentially. So it's the game's responsibility to send the proper signals to the base. The base has to deliver. So it's always the other way around. Some have like 100% in game and 30% on the base. That's actually wrong because the game is delivering 100% and the base will be clipping at that point if you have it at 30. So it's the other way around. At least that's what he said, and I've never experienced any clipping. Obviously this is a very strong wheel, but I've never experienced any clipping. But I have it at 30%. So this isn't 20% in any case. It's not 30%. It's way lower. But you want it because when you need to feel the differences in the details, this is how you feel the details. Having all that extra torque. Iñaki, hello man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, starting P11. No, the Ferrari start is never a good one. Off the line, it kind of sucks.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Stay away from me. Everybody stay away from me.
Still there. Clear left.
No more drama, please.
Left side. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Be wide.
No, why are you doing... Why? Why, damn it?
That's barely a scratch, just ignore it. Incident clear, move to green flag.
Dead last, am I? Am I dead last? I am. Honestly, like, the guy just dived on my right. I saw him, but there was nowhere to go, and he just took me out, and... probably continuing to do the same. What's, I mean, what I have to do, do I have to get like up at like 4 a.m.? Jeff, like, do I have to get up at 4 a.m.? What time is the race?
Hold your line. Clear left. Alright, clear right.
Everyone's driving a Ferrari.
Car right. You're in the middle, green line. Clear left.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Oh god. You guys see this shit going on?
Green flag.
Tires are cooked, so I have to cool them down just a bit. Increase TC. Yeah, Jeff, I'm sorry, man. I think I'll be occupied at 4:30 a.m. on a Friday morning. Sorry, buddy. Actually, I'm pretty sure I will have something better to do. Like working on the left dashboard. What do you think I would be doing? Sleeping? Nah. I've looked into all the series. I mean, I'm currently running with Robin on his server, Warriors. Did a first race. Next one is this Thursday, which is really fun. So I really like doing these leagues, but I also like the LFM stuff. Like, cut the drama, but it's actually pretty fun. So yeah, I don't know how many series I can do, to be honest. I'm trying to maintain a healthy schedule. So Tuesdays and Thursdays I race, stream. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I work on the live dashboard, and the weekends if I don't have anything else better to do. But Wednesdays I also stream while working. So I don't know if there's any space in there for other series or leagues or anything. Half-century folk, huh? I'm not there yet. I need a couple more years. Literally a couple more years. Will you wait for me?
Fastest lap for Ross, 1:45.85.
70 plus? Oh.
Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear.
I can easily see myself 70 plus doing the same thing I'm doing right now. In fact, I hope I'm doing the same thing as I'm doing right now. Shit, get out of the way. Whoa, that was scary.
Clear, incident clear.
I'm never gonna retire. I've been saying that since I was really young. I will never ever stop working. It's gonna be something, one way or another. Like, I've never worked a day in my life. Never. Maybe in the beginning, maybe for, I think maybe, I would say I probably worked my entire life for maybe a couple of years
Fastest lap for a boss.
before I actually
3-2.
started working officially on the shit that I love. So maybe a couple of years of work, which was I dreaded, but it was like I can't do this anymore. And eventually I chased my dream. I am a designer anyway. I have a bachelor's degree in industrial design, but I found a job that is design related, UI related, and focused on it, worked on it, and I've been working on that since, I don't know, 1998, I think. Never changed. It adapts. So, you know, you used to do websites, then you campaigns, marketing for Facebook, which was all the rage, and Flash and ActionScript, and oh god, I hated that. I don't think I did. I have not done, like, we always had someone else doing ActionScript, but I would dread opening up Flash 5. Before that it was fine, but then it was a nightmare, so I just stopped using it. But you know, I kept evolving. Now my job is designing UI for mobile applications and design systems, which is pretty much my passion. And I also do the lovely dashboard as well, so
Position.
yeah. I'm never working, I'm just having fun.
On your left. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Alright, Costas.
Robin, jeez. I studied in a local college here. So there wasn't, when I was back in 1994, when I wanted to become a designer, there was nothing, it was only architecture and stuff like that we had in Greece. So I found a college that did, it was the second year in industrial design. I finished it in, I think, 4 years, got a bachelor's degree there from the UK.
Hold your line. Clear right.
But I have never actually
Training, 15 minutes to go.
worked in the field of industrial design.
Clear right.
The closest thing I found that actually excited me was website design, because it was user interfaces, basically. You know, you were designing, it's basically industrial design, because industrial design is about designing not just products, but how the products are being used by the people. You know, humans interacting with things, essentially, be it cars, helicopters, or even batteries. So I think website design was the first thing that was a true connection between the person, the human, and technology. You know, an interface where they can speak to the computer in a way that everyone would understand.
145.
So that kind of won me over because of that reason. Yeah, but I actually never have designed a product. I don't remember if I've designed it. I have designed products. I don't know if I've built any. as in a physical product. I am not locked to one car. I choose to use one car. I chose the Ferrari because we had a livery for the Ferrari, and that was the best reason I had to just go with the Ferrari. That's a good excuse, actually. My livery was the Ferrari, so I took the Ferrari. I don't know what these guys ahead having it for an excuse. Like, why are you guys driving the Ferraris? What's your excuse? Huh? Previous season. Jeff, previous season. Yes, I was in a Lambo, and I do have I love the livery for the Lambo. But that was the previous season of LFM. So every season of LFM, I take one car. Never the same car. If you go back and see my seasons, it's always the same thing. BMW, McLaren, Lambo was the last season. Now I'm in the Ferrari 296. This time around, I didn't even put a vote. Last time I put a vote up on Twitter. He just said, what should I drive? And I was between, what was it? It was between the Lambo, the Porsche, and I don't remember what else. I was so scared. I was like, they're going to kill me. They're going to put me in the Porsche. But they didn't. Ah, 992, huh? That car scares me. What was this guy doing and thinking? Shall I switch over to POV? Is this a bit more interesting?
Behind is now 0.39.
Okay, maybe next season. Maybe I will take the plunge next season and do it. And just say, you know, fudge it. I'll go with the Porsche and whatever happens. It's a learning experience. Even the Ferrari was, I did not know if the Ferrari was a good car or not. I've never driven it before. So it was as much of a risk as if I were to take a Porsche. My only experience with a Porsche is the Cup car, which probably isn't what a GT3 is like. Yep. I took the Cup car once for a season. I think it was on Pit Stop UK. I was running with them. It was a Porsche Cup, and I'm pretty sure it tried to kill me on every corner. I literally think the car had feelings against me. It's not like it was hard to drive. I literally think the car would want to kill me.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Who's next? P17 is up ahead. Sliding all the way. P17 is 8 seconds. That's P17. François. Oh mon Dieu, Monsieur François. Le damage de Ferrari. You're driving a Ferrari too? Seriously? Am I in a Ferrari Cup? What am I missing? What? He's got damage. He's also got no knowledge of him blocking me. Let's see how good he is now. If he has damage or not. Let's see it.
They keep doing the work. Focus on your exits.
Braking much, are we? Who are these people?
Cockpit Camera behind is now 0.34.
The tires are like red.
Yellow flag.
How'd I manage that?
Incident clear. Green flag.
I don't know. The tires are completely cooked.
Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
Oh, shh. I thought it was going to avoid me.
Got quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed. Gans in front is pitting.
Yeah, that was on me. I thought he could avoid me. I tried to get out of the way.
Okay, Costas. Should be
So
coming
2 for
out into
2.
Clear air. We should come out into position 22.
2 for 2
5
races.
minutes to go. 5 minutes. This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up.
Jim, you're dead. Can't listen to him talk bullshit. This is okay. This is okay. No, it's not okay. This is... I'm dead. Oh, dear God. This is going so well, wasn't it? This is what he saw. I currently spun there. I saw my tires going, lighting up. I saw them lighting up. This is on me. No, 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 this is on me. Damn it. Oh. Pascal Gans. This is on me. Yeah, that's a penalty. And well-deserved penalty, I'll be honest. Replay, save the replay. I'm not going to go back in the race. I don't want to get any points out of this race. Quit, and it's my DNF, first DNF. It's not, I'm not rage quitting, no. It's just that I don't feel as if I want to race when I did something as bad as that. So I'm just, I prefer to go and apologize to the guy. Richard Gans. And yeah. Yeah, I think he is. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to blame him. But as I already said, it's just a game. So I'm going to wait for the race to end, and then I'm going to apologize. All right, so what are the stats right now? Like, I've been streaming 1 hour and 53 minutes. The bitrate is constantly around. It's floating around 24, so it's not 20, it's 24.4, now 24, 24.2. It's there. And out of these 1 hour and 53 minutes, I've only had 203 dropped frames. 203, not 2,000, 203. Percentage is 0%. I don't care if I'm going to jinx it. It's been a perfect stream as far as I know, statistically speaking. I hope you guys found the stream, like the quality. Now, I'm not closing now. I'm just saying, if you found the quality of the stream as good as I think it will be when looking at it, because of the better quality, it shouldn't have any drop frames, which means you should have seen everything in perfect 60 frames per second or steady 60 frames per second. Hopefully. I actually hope that would be the case. All right. I don't actually have anything to... I don't want to talk about anything. I'll talk about a few things that are being developed and are being prepared. I already did give you a sneak peek about one thing that's coming to the pit wall. So for anyone that's a lovely member, gold and above, will have that feature. Essentially, it's the pit wall for the full grid and your class only. It wasn't easy to code, I'll be honest. I'll get back to you, Tony, just a second. It wasn't easy to code because the pit wall has a specific script in it that it shows the top 3 at any point. Like when you're watching, when you're viewing the full grid, it has the top 3, and then it has another 15 drivers, and you're in that. If you're in that 15 drivers, it always tries to keep you in the middle. So depending on the grid and how big it is, you'll always be in the middle, and it would show 1, 2, 3, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. It would show you in the middle and go down. If you're towards the end, it will show you towards the end. If you're the last car, you will be in the end. So there's a lot of calculations on which drivers to show depending on your position in the full grid. So it's a bit of complicated stuff going on. The initial design that I had created it suffered pit wall. That's why the first version was basically really bad performance-wise. It was basically myself just building a huge list of all the drivers and moving that up and down and putting it in the center. Now it's a bit more advanced, the code that it's running. But doing that, same calculations just for your class, it's another level. Like, it's not easy. There's no one way to do it. So I had to do a few weird, calculations in there. But now it actually works. It's there for multi-class races. But the next thing I want to add for the pit wall, and it's going to come at some point, I'm assuming I'll be able to do it, is multi-class listings. So it has 18 cars. So if you have 3 classes, you would have 6, 6, and 6. Kind of what you see, like even on the Daytona 24, you'd see like on the tower, you would see all these classes. So that would be pretty awesome. And then obviously, if I get that to the pit wall, I would migrate some of that to the dashboard, the tower. Tower would be pretty awesome. I don't know how. If it's a multi-class race, if there's more than one class, it would show you the full grid, then it would swap over to your class, and then it would show you all classes, and then go back. So it would just loop around, like every minute, it would loop around all of these. I don't know how that would work. I have no idea. But yeah, there's so many ideas that I want to do. Honestly, it's ridiculous how many things I want to do, and I don't have the time. But I find time. I make time. Like among other things, I make time. Oh God. Hold on a second. Let me. Yeah, it's probably him messaging me. Apologized in more than 100 words. I tried to do the best. All right, so Tony, any reason why you're not using the bezel-free kit? Yes, I do have a good reason. So if you look at my older streams, I was using the bezel-free kit. And the bezel-free kit is actually pretty awesome. It does a great job. It does what it says on the tin. My previous setup, the triples, these monitors left and right, actually this would be a better version. So the monitors were a lot closer. So they were about here, right? So you can see in this hand, you can see that it was a lot closer. And being a lot closer, this angle here was it was narrower. Okay, so if you like that, it was narrower. And when the narrower it is, the more space there is, someone like that, right? It's there. So the more space there is between the screen and the lens, you get better blurring and it creates that effect. Now, I opened them up because they have a better FOV, way better FOV. The perception is better. It's a bit further away now, so the perception is better. Everything is better like this. But because they're curved screens, the angle is okay, but because... Okay, let me switch over to this camera here. So there, right? So this would be a normal screen at this angle, okay? Whatever that is. If this is a curved screen, watch my hands. I'm just going to curve my hands, not the angle. See what happens? Because the angle is actually the same, but because it's curved, the angle is a lot wider. So although the angle is correct, it actually works really well. The angle of the screens is so wide, now the lens leaves literally like zero space because it's wide. And leaving zero space, it doesn't blend. It can't go from one to the other. So I always said I'd try and figure out and hack a way to make it work. I haven't, so I'm not using them. I would love to use them. I still have them, they're right here. But it just didn't work out. So that's the reason why I don't have the bezel-free kit. It's right here. I just can't use it. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas for this, which does not include me closing the monitors, I don't want to do that. I'd rather have the bezels here than have the monitors close in again. It's so much better, the FOV here. Like, you guys can't see it. Like this line here, you guys see the break, right? It's actually perfect for me. It's a perfect straight line, everything. So for me, this is perfect. I don't mind these lines. It doesn't really obscure anything. I would love to run the bezel-free kit, but I just can't. So if you look at my older streams, you will see that when the screens were a lot closer to me, I was in a different part of this room. So I was in another part where I didn't have enough, it wasn't wide enough, so I had to have them like that. But now that I moved and I have more room, I opened them up. But when they were a lot narrower and I had the bezel-free kit, it actually works really well. You wouldn't see the bezel at all. Like if you go some older streams that I had, it was perfect. So you don't see it unless it's actually, if it's not positioned perfectly, you will see the bezel. So it needs a lot of fiddling, But once you get it, it's great. I can't be bothered right now, to be honest. Not anymore. Sometime I'll find something. Tony, more questions. I have a question about the pit wall for F1. I posted it in the Discord, but if you want to talk about it now, I can ask it here. Yeah, sure. I've experienced the same thing. You end up seeing the bezel. Haha, of course I get it, and you're in the middle of your explanation. Good. F1, what is the question regarding F1 and the pit wall? If I can answer it, I will. Yeah, I feel sorry for the guy that took him out. Yep. No. No. Yes. Yes, no. What is the question? All right. Tire info. It still displays the pressure in the big... Oh, okay. I gotcha. So I've been considering that. I would rather have the temps also. So I have considered it. I mean, I'm not going to do it now. I think the main focus of the pit wall, the upcoming releases, will be the multi-class stuff. So I have a lot of ideas. And I also did an iRacing version for it, which was released on the Friday before the Daytona for the Daytona. But it was half-baked, so I've added a few more things. So now the pit wall has a specific place for your iRating and incidents, much larger. And I'm going to use that. And I want to focus a bit on the multi-class stuff and see how I can make it all work. And then I'll also do specifics for F1. So right now the pit wall it actually is a beta. Unlike the dashboards where the releases are actually releases, it's just versions. I need to name them betas because that's how the semantic versioning works. I could probably name them something else, but it feels a bit more like properly naming them betas and only having the full releases as a full number without a beta. But anyway, for the pit wall, I want to focus a bit on the multi-class stuff. And once I'm done with that, then I'm going to start working on adding a few more specifics. Because as you've seen for all the dashboards, because I'm reusing a lot of the components from the Lovey dashboard, everything should work, right? What doesn't work per sim is what's available and what's not. Also, like for iRacing, you had, up until last Friday, I also had like, the tire average and damage, which don't exist in iRacing. So it's not hard for me to just say, no, don't show this, don't show that, do this, do that, for depending on the sim. I just need to focus on delivering a bit better quality in the data, and then I'll just mix things around and make sure that everything is, you have all the information. So for iRacing, for instance, we didn't have damage, we didn't have the tire progress and the tire average, so I just added the status box, which exists in the dashboard, and I added Helicorsa, the radar, because I didn't have, I had to add something. I didn't want to have space, but I did leave one space empty because I literally did not have anything else to put in. And then during the weekend, I designed and implemented and added the iRating, incidents, and strength of field box. I haven't published it. This will be published after Lovey dashboard because I need to tweak a few things. This version will also have the multi-class. Yes, I saw that message as well. So temps moved with pressures. We'll see about that when that happens, because that'll actually mean I have to change the module, the widget itself. So that might be a bit more work, but I'll try and do that. And also the diff, that's a bug. Basically, I'll fix that. No problem there. It's 11:15 here. I think the race is over. The results are in. Minus 50 ELO. Today is minus 45 and minus 58 ELO. Not a good week. And then I have practice. I need to practice for Indianapolis for Thursday. So I'm going to apologize in advance for everyone that's going to be racing on that track, which I still don't feel very confident on. Well. Anyways. Any more questions, or I will be calling it a night. Don't forget, tomorrow night I will be streaming development. Tomorrow I will show you, if it's in a good place, I will show you what we're developing. And I say we because I'm not on my own. Yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow. I just want to make sure that it's something I can show and possibly release next Wednesday as well. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow and find out what's the next thing that's actually coming. Should I show you something? Should I? Yeah, I'll give you something today. I'll give you something today. So how many of you? 10 people. Okay, so 10 people watching live. Okay. So I've already mentioned this. I have not shown it to you, but I have already mentioned this. So the next versions of the Lovely Dashboard will have 2 new formats. One format I can't show it to you guys now. 11 just arrived. What's 11? Oh, you just arrived. Okay. Just in time, Flint. Just in time. So I already mentioned that I'm going to create 2 new versions of the Lovely Dashboard for 2 new formats that exist. One format is your standard DDU that has the curved screen on top. So I've spoken to the guys over at PSR, and they're sending over a unit. So I have as a test unit with a curved screen, so I can recreate the exact same Lovely Dashboard to fit into that format. It will be their dashboard, but every other curved screen has the same pretty much format. So that's one. But the other thing that I'm actually doing is this. Ready? You guys ready? Let me turn this off. You guys ready? You are. Good. It's this thing over here. So you guys know how SimDash is pretty awesome, right? So SimDash is coming out with this. You guys, if you can't guess it already what it is, which I don't think you can't like not guess what it is. It's a brand new format for a DDU unit. So this is a prototype from SimDash. It is one of those super long screens. And it's got some LEDs on top, obviously. This is like, I think 1920 by 480. It is an HDMI screen, so it's not USB. It's an HDMI screen. And I've got one unit here. So Jamie from SimDash asked me if I wanted to create something. And I'm like, hell yeah, for you. I mean, we are working together anyway. I mean, his products are top notch. And he sent me this. And this is a prototype. And when I say prototype, actually, maybe not a prototype. It's pre-production. It's not ready for production. But this thing is, again, I didn't have a full unboxing experience or anything. But this thing is friggin' awesome. It's as good a quality as the other DDU that I have, the Bosch. It's all aluminum. It's all metal and glass. Right? Okay. It is super thin on the edges. Wait, where's my head? There it is. It's literally super thin. Unlike others that I've seen that are like, really thick. It's very thin. It's literally, I think he actually told me he's going to rearrange the the PCB because the screws might be touching. It's all so tightly packed. So it's a beautiful device. And this one, I am lucky enough. Let me unscrew this. I want to show you guys this because I've already said that Jamie is pretty awesome, but you don't know how awesome he is. Wait, ASMR. This is good. Yeah. But Jamie is awesome in another level of awesome. So, you know, behind all of his units, he has a laser engraved sim dash. He sent me this one, and he laser engraved my logo on it. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? So he told me that this is one of 3 units currently, pre-production units. I have not fully tested this. I have hooked it up, HDMI and USB and HDMI. It works perfectly, beautiful. But once I deliver everything and I get, you know, this version of the dashboard up and running, and then have a preliminary version for this screen, I will be using this screen for some time so I can test it. But I'm going to revert back to my 6.8. I just love the 6.8. But I will be using this to create a brand new dashboard. It's going to be the lovely dashboard, the one you already know and love, but in a different format. So now I have the screen as well, so I can be able to test it and make sure that it's working. So for some time, until I actually get everything up and running, I will be using this dashboard as well. Yeah, this is 1920 by 480. Sim dash. Oh, you want me to say it in ASMR? I can do that. This is sim dash. ASMR needs the microphone a bit closer. There you go. Sim dash. Now, Jamie's pretty awesome. And he makes amazing products. I will say this again. I've said it before and I will say it again. He has a really nice button here, which is kind of weird. First time I see this button, it's like a push button. There it is. It's a push button, on off. Unlike the toggle switch, which is on the previous one. LEDs? Of course it has LED. There they are. You kidding me? 3, 10, and 3, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 3, 10, 3 format. And a lot of fingerprints, because, you know. You need one with the logo? Okay. Send Jamie a message, say, you should make these with the special version. With a special lovely dashboard version on them. Lovely sim racing. Yeah, well, I don't know pricing on these things. As I said, this is a pre-production unit. There are only 3, as Jamie has told me. There are only 3 in existence. He has one, I have one, and I think a friend of his has a 3rd one. But they're almost ready. I mean, he mentioned that he wants to fix something in the PCB, move something around just to give it some space, but I don't see any like production flaws. This thing it literally is flawless. Like you can see like the margins, it's awesome. You can also mount it here or on those top holes there, and it obviously goes up and down, but you can see the entire thing. It's literally is flawless. Margins and spacing and everything. And I love when you get something from SimDash, you also get this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if you'll ever be able to see it. Oh, you can. It's a SimDash branded wipe. But anyway, trinkets and stuff. This is the actual thing. So if you guys are in the market for one of these things, wait up. I think pricing wise, he's one step ahead of everyone, but quality wise, he is, if not with the best, he's up there. Like I don't know what a $600 DDU will have against my 6.8 DDU from SimDash. Sorry, I'm tired. I don't know what difference is. Like, you can see the tolerances, everything. It's not squeaking, it's not shaking. The thing is, it's a beast. I don't know what the difference is with other ones that are like twice the price. So, yeah. Well, that was more than a sneak peek. I wanted to show it to you guys tomorrow, but tomorrow I might be showing you the PSR one, printed sim racing one. So hopefully if I have it tomorrow, I'll show that one as well. But that's not a prototype. They already have it on our website. Everyone knows what it's like. I'm just going to get the unit and possibly use it here on the left-hand side, over here on the left-hand side, for testing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Flint, actually see, Flint, that's the thing. If you look at my setup here, if the camera was a bit lower, you can see a little corner. If it was at my eye level, the steering wheel is a problem. Like, if I had the SimMagic GT Neo, the steering wheel is, the handles are here, but the steering wheel goes down. It immediately goes down, so I can immediately have the whole dashboard lower. If I were using this dashboard and had it lower, then yes, I'd see more of the screen, which is pretty cool. I mean, I would want that. So it depends on how well I adapt the lower dashboard to this screen. I probably would be using this for some time. So if I had the GT Neo, it would be somewhere here. Oh, it's way lower. Way lower. So we'll see how it goes. I really like it. This thing's pretty cool. It's a really nice touch. Where is it? It's a really nice touch on his part. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool of him. Great guy. So if you are in the market for any DDU, I would suggest you go by SimDash or speak to Jamie directly on their Discord, on Facebook. And don't get alarmed if you don't find a website and a web shop. You won't. And I actually asked Jamie, why does he do that? I know I'm speaking for him right now. I don't know if he's going to see this at some point or not. But I totally understand. This is his hobby. This is his side project. So if he makes a website and makes, 10 more sales than he can actually manage, it's not going to be good. So he prefers managing sales through private channels and chatting, and maybe not having as much sales, but having good quality. So I understand that, and I respect that, to be honest. Yeah, so it's his choice. If you want to buy something, you really need to talk to him through Facebook or Discord. So look him up, and yeah, I can say that you won't regret it. No, they wouldn't do that. So I'm trying to smooch SimMagic for GT Neo. I've already sent them an email. It's the first time I'm cold mailing a company for that. I've had Camus. So Camus has contacted me and said, we're going to send you over a wheel, a base, pedals. It's for you, so you can use them and show them off. Again, everything you see on what you see on YouTubers, it's exactly the same thing. They told me, like, we will send them to you. You can do anything you want. You can talk about them any which way. You can. There's nothing. They won't even see the review. And I kindly declined. Like, honestly, I don't see myself using a Camus anytime in the future. Like, I'm not a reviewer, obviously. And I mean, for Camus, I would probably be interested in their C5, just as in a backup wheel. Have it for that and see what it's like. But I don't see myself using it as a daily driver. So I haven't actually declined. We just left it kind of like hanging, the conversation, and they were very kind and very great on their part. Moza also had we had some contact with Moza. It was different circumstances with Moza, but they also offered some of their wheels or bases. Again, I was like, I'm not a reviewer, so I can take them, but I don't know if I would actually use them, so what would I do with them? But SimMagic hasn't contacted me, and if you're listening, SimMagic, I've sent you an email. Please look at it. Not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. Just some love. Just some love. Gomez, I don't think... I mean, with Gomez, we do talk. Like, we've also done the dashboard together for the P1. We were supposed to talk this week as well, but I haven't found time to actually talk with him. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever ask for Gomez to send me a wheel. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Yeah, I mean... And Jeff, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't go for the P1. I would either go for the Hyper SL or the X29. I hear from Daniel Newman that the X29 is amazing. I'm pretty sure it is. The Hyper SL, I think it's a bit too... what should I call? How should I call the Hyper SL? A bit too chatty, too noisy. I don't know. It's like a lot is going on with the design as well. It's not bad. It's just I think the X29 is far better as a steering wheel, like a GT wheel. It's simpler than what the SL is. Of course, the SL is. I'm assuming it's leagues ahead, but I put the X29 in the same group with the GT Neo. What other wheel would I put in the same group? What was it? Oh damn, I'm blanking out now. But you understand, it's like it's slimmer, it's more GT, it's 30 mil or 29.5 mil width. All these wheels. Whereas the Hyper SL, I think it's more of a formula wheel without a screen. That's the impression I'm getting. I don't know. Yeah, Flynn, 1,000 it's a lot for a wheel. I mean, it depends. I mean, if you look at the market, that's where the market is right now. Like for me, I remember the wheel I was talking about. So it's the GT Neo, the X29, the MPX from Grid Engineering. These are the wheels that I put in the same group, and I would love to own any one of these. Currently, I'm not in the market. I cannot buy anything right now due to specific circumstances, but I can't purchase anything. If I was in a different place right now, I'm making plans for something else, that's basically why. But if I was in a different place, I would have bought the GT, I would have ordered the GT Neo the moment I saw it. I fell in love the moment I saw it. Then I've seen Jardier's review. I've seen the other guy Beyond, what's his name? I forgot Matter review. I keep on forgetting his name. Anyway, his review. The reviews are always the same. It's like, it's perfect. It's mint. It's sturdy. Whatever. So it would just make me feel better for buying it. But I would have just purchased it the moment I saw it. It is exactly the wheel that I want to have on my rig. The SL, I don't know how big it is. No, see, don't get me wrong. The SL is probably not, it's more of a GT sized wheel. But the way it looks reminds me more of an F1 wheel. Williams, possibly. Which it does that weird thing, Williams, which I think it's really ugly, but it's very practical, in fact. That's the only thing. I prefer a bit simpler design wheels. Oh, the SL, the Hyper SL, is exactly like the Hyper P1. It just doesn't have a screen. It's the same thing. It just has a hole there. It doesn't have a screen. And I think the Hyper SL has new shifters, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the details. But it is exactly the same. It's the Hyper P1 and the Hyper SL. So it's the same one with the screen and one without the screen. X29 is the lower tier wheel. Again, it's over $600, I think. So it's entry level, but it's not Simagic entry level. It's a bit higher entry level, if that even exists. It's like the MPX, which is the same exact category as those, but it costs 1,000 something, which on another level, I don't know. Like if you put the GT Neo from SimMagic and pit it against the Grid Engineering, the MPX, it's like 4 times the amount of money. So one is 300, the other like 400, whatever, and the other one is like over 1200. I don't know if you'd actually be able to justify the money for the MPX after the GT Neo. I don't know. Like, I don't have any of them. I've seen the reviews. Everyone swears by the MPX, and now everyone's talking about the GT Neo. Like, what is it that you would get with like 3 times the amount of money? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the Podium Hub either, and it's not even available for me to get one. Yeah, the FPE version 2 is pretty cool too. I think that's pretty nice. I think the FPE, correct me if I'm wrong, it's their first wheel, their first huge success. And now they're coming out with the second version, which has the same format, but obviously everything is changed inside, and the buttons are all LED now and all that. So the FP was one of the wheels I really fell in love with. But at some point in the beginning, I had a Thrustmaster and I had a Ferrari round wheel, and then I made my own wheel, which is right there. You guys can't see it, it's off camera. I made my own DIY wheel, and then I purchased the SF1000 for the Thrustmaster, which had a screen on it. And then I realized that I don't use a screen. The screen is practically useless for this position of seating. Like, unless you're in a formula seating, the screen is useless. You need to have the screen way higher, and you can't have, like, I have to change everything in my rig, and I wouldn't do that. Then I realized I don't want a screen on my wheel. So the FP is pretty good, but I would not buy it because it has a screen. I don't want the screen on the wheel. I'd rather have a separate DDU unit. The X29 does not have thumb encoders. The MPX does. The SL does. The GT Neo does. In fact, the GT Neo has one thing that no one else has. Like, even on this wheel, my constant problem are the encoders. As I'm turning, I'm literally knocking them with my finger. So the GT Neo, I don't know if you've seen the detail they put, they have a protection on the outside of the encoder, so you can't actually knock it with your finger. You might be able to knock it at some point, but you can't. Your finger doesn't touch the encoder when it's sitting there in its natural position. You have to move it around to knock on the encoder. So that's pretty smart as well. So they're doing things. They're doing good things. GT Neo is a different thing. The 2.5 that I have here is a formula wheel. It's really small. It's 28 millimeters, I think. The GT Neo is a GT wheel, so I wouldn't compare. I wouldn't compare. I think the Formula 2.5. It's a beautiful wheel. It's great. I find it a bit narrow, but it really is sturdy. It's great quality. I have no fault on it. Nothing. Having a DD1. Using Fanatec wheels, we have benefits like controlling the base from the wheel, whereas in any other case I'd have to control it from the base or have some other shortcut key somewhere else. But yeah, I have no fault on the 2.5. 2.5 is great. This is a beautiful wheel. It's actually really good. It's just really small. I'd rather have something a bit bigger. And SimHub, yes, that's actually a huge benefit. But the MPX, the Gomez wheels, GT, all of these are controlled from SimHub, so I don't think there's any difference there. What's a formula wheel, Tony? Which one are you referring to? I have zero chipped sides or anything anywhere. Even the leather is not even going away. It's in mint condition. I've been using it. First, Tony, which is the formula wheel you're referring to? And second, are you using an extension? Yes, I am using an extension. I'm using a 70mm extension. If you look up on Facebook, TS Customs, it's Tino Sterlich. TS Customs. They're from Croatia. And he basically creates his own extensions, and I got one for the DDU. It works great, flawless. Oh yeah, okay, so we're talking about this. It's called Formula 2.5, so I'm assuming its name already tells you what it's for. So if you look, you can't really see it. You just can't see it, but the base, like I'm gonna put, okay, look at my hand. I'm gonna put the hand in when it touches the base. I'll stop. So it's actually going in. That's where the base is. Sorry for the it's that big, but this is how deep the base is behind the steering wheel. So if I go there, I just hit something right there. I just turned something off or on, I don't know. I just hit something. Yeah, the cable. So it's actually really far back. And that's pretty good because this way I have the monitor sitting way low. It's literally, the monitor is just maybe this high from the extension. It's really low. And I have a better, perception in the whole rig. All right, I'm tired. I've been blabbing around for so long, and I have one more thing. Anyone know what this is? Anyone know what this is? You can't not know what this is. Now, do you know what this is? You can't not know what this is. No one? It's a 6.8 volt core. It is literally the same screen that's in my dashboard right in front of me. It's the exact same thing. Yeah. So I got this because I'm going to be working on a new project. Yet another hardware project. And I just wanted to have a generic Vocore screen so I can plug it in and test things, touch capabilities. I don't want to use my dash. I just got one to test and design something very specific for a very specific project, which I cannot speak at all about. But it will be unique if we manage to deliver it. It will be a hardware project, a lovely hardware project. So it's going to be a new product on the market, maybe a year from now, 2 years, I have no idea. But it is super promising. It will be amazing if we can actually build it, and it will be based on a Vocore screen, so SimHub 100% compatibility. Tony, are you talking about this ambient light? Are you talking about this? I already not only have it, but I already have set it up. So now, brighter in the front, brighter in the left. Of course I have. Moving things front. Yeah, of course I have, man. And I put a hotkey so it switches back and on and off. It's much easier than using the Philips Hue app. Using it through SimHub is a lot better. I mean, yeah, 50 hertz isn't bad. Like, I don't see any, what do they call them? Flickering or anything on the cameras. Like, everything, it's fine. It is fine. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to switch over to this screen. A huge thank you to all the supporters. I will say that I'm having the best month ever in terms of new members. I would like the goal. I do have set goals. So end of January, I'd like to be at, well, I don't think I'll ever be there, at 500 members. But my basically in the 6 months of 2024, I want to be at 1,000 members. I'm setting goals which are really high and hard to get to, but then again, when I set the 500 member goal, it was just a few months ago when I had like 200 members, and it was way beyond my reach, and now we're almost there. And now I'm like, once we get to the 500, I think if I can continue doing over 100 members, new members per month, that goal is attainable. And if that goal is actually reached, it also means that I can start working on the Lovely Dashboard far more often. Not just Lovely Dashboard, other products as well, because you've seen I'm working on a lot of stuff, hardware stuff too, working with more brands. Maybe Simagic will send me something. If I say it enough times, do you think it actually will work? Hey Michael, good evening. You're just joining the closing scenes of this this stream. Before I forget, I want to thank my amazing gold members, and thank personally Anthony, Cody, Corey, Daniel, Enrique, 50, I'll just call you that because you haven't put your name in, Graham, Jeff, Iñaki, Jason, Jared, Chris, Maximilian, I'll call you Max from now on, Michael, Robert, Rito, Sean, Tiago, Tobias, William, Josh, and Mark. Thank you very much for being gold members and basically going over and beyond the pro members, only because you want to support me. There is no other reason or benefit besides you getting the exclusive gold member sticker, which rumors have it give you at least 2/10 on any track. So you slap that on your car, and you're going to be faster. Michael, none. I've never mentioned the GT2s. I have not seen anything. I know Jardier was having a stream on the GT2s. I will watch it later, right when I'm in bed or something. But one of the reasons, just so you know, one of the reasons that I'm releasing next week and not this Friday is because I want to get the... Actually, I don't know if there's going to be the track. I'm hoping... Did anyone say if there's going to be the track, Nordschleife, in ACC? Does anyone have any idea if it's going to be in this release? Because that's the reason I'm waiting for it. If it is, I want to add it. If it isn't, I'll just tweak the dashboard more. But that's why I set a date. Actually, I set the date before I knew about the release of the GT2s. But when I learned about it, I committed to adding Nordschleife as well. But I don't know if it's going to be in this release. I know the cars are. And there were rumors that they might have Nordschleife. But I haven't seen anything. Maybe I should go see. Red Bull Ring. Okay. That's not bad. So Red Bull Ring will be in the next tomorrow. So I will be adding Red Bull Ring. Good. That's perfectly fine for me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So I will be adding one more track then for the release. So next Wednesday, expect a new version of the Lovely Dashboard plus a new track. All right, folk. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Racing wise, it wasn't good. I can't say much about that. Crappy races, but otherwise it was great seeing you guys. It was the first stream of the week. I will be around tomorrow and the day after on Thursday, so stick around, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, get notified, join Discord, follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on everything, And if you enjoy the Love Dashboard, if you enjoy these streams or any products that I create, please consider becoming a member. It just helps. It makes everything smoother and a lot easier, and it justifies to my better half why I spend so many friggin' hours in the rig. Some of you might understand that. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, great morning, great night, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.